I just want to make a quick record of the fact that going to the new dentist's office, the hygienist, not the dentist, took the plaque out of that little pin dot spot underneath the gum line in my tooth, and I took a major attack, and for a number of reasons. I was sleep deprived because I was upset and scared. Anyway, it triggered a paralyzing attack. I couldn't even climb this high. Okay, I couldn't even climb that. I was like this. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do nothing. And Dan had to carry me and lift me up to get me up one step into the one little step, about not even 6 inches. We're talking about 4 inches high. And Dan had to carry me in to get me into the office. And I couldn't sit down because once I sat down, I wouldn't be able to get up. And look at me now. I'm completely out of the attack. Unbelievable. Completely out of the attack. And what I'm trying to talk about here is that I'm in my nightie. I wear everything inside out because the seams make me itch and bother me. But what I want to talk about is this is for dental hygiene. There are children like me all over the world who are allergic to the plaque that goes below the gum line because you have nerves in your teeth. And in my case, there's one spot where the nerve is almost at the surface of that tooth. And it's just a little dip in the tooth, the root of the tooth, and the nerve is really high. So because of if you have any kind of Parkinsonism, or you as a child you can be misdiagnosed. There was a little boy in Valcarron that was misdiagnosed as autistic, and it was really that it was canola oil, toxic chemicals, pesticides, Roundup, all of the above were chemically hypersensitive, and we're spreading these genetic disorders to our children, and we don't know about it, and we get diagnosed with all kinds of stupid stuff. Now, in my case, I never got diagnosed with anything. But anyway, 25 years ago, a man by the name of Dr. Haddad, a dentist, when I was a child, he actually interned with my childhood dentist. And I was raised on junk food. Okay, my parents were quite wealthy, both worked, but because they both worked, we had an abundance of chocolate bars and gummy candies and jelly beans and so on, and they stick into your teeth, so I had a mouthful of fillings. But anyway, I almost lost all my teeth. I had chronic pyorrhea and gum infection, and finally Dr. Haddad figured it out, because when he would clean the plaque out of my teeth, I'd start to get better, and little by little he started to think, I developed plaque very quickly. I have a high pH factor. There's so many dysfunctions in my body. I've been crippling since I'm 6 years old. And anyway, he just kept at it. And one day he touched it and I went, oh, like that. And he said, no, there's a little spot there. And he took a big magnifying glass. And my God, it was a little bit of plaque. The end of a pin, the size of a pin dot. And he went like that and showed it to me under the microscope, the tiniest little dot. And I pulled out of the attack like that. So getting back to yesterday, I'd been 5 months because of the COVID-19 shutdown, and I was developing plaque under the gum line. See, and Brianne, the new hygienist, oh, what a sweet, lovely girl. She said to me, for 5 months you don't have a lot of plaque. And I said, oh, well, I'm so terrified to paralyze because I'm so allergic to it. I said, I brush like crazy and I floss and I use the little gum thing and everything. But that spot is just a touch below the gum line and I can't reach it. And so she looked for it. She patient, caring, compassionate. She took the time. When she hit it, I went, oh, that's it. And so she went like that. And boom, I pulled out of the attack. No, it's so. And when I'm in these attacks, I don't go anaphylactic all the time. No, I do on cod, okay, but what happens is that it the brain signal, the nerve brain signal doesn't go all the way down your body to your legs. It makes hard. I can hear Dan talking or asking me a question, but I can't answer him, and he gets frustrated and angry because I'm not answering him. Well, number one, if I was deaf, that wouldn't be nice. But what's worse is that we've been together for 34 years on and off, but people think I'm deliberately trying not to answer them, and they get frustrated and they get mad at me. And I was very beautiful. I was very talented. I have, despite the brain damage, I'm very gifted and multi-talents. But little by little, with the negligence of the dentists and the doctors and not recognizing chemical hypersensitivity, has destroyed my life. So anyway, I'm still here. I'm 78, and of course, COVID-19 will kill me, that's for sure. So I've been in isolation for 6 months. This is June 25th, but I started to isolate in October 2 years ago because I knew. I get these visions, I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, I knew this was coming anyway. I do a lot of research on virus for 34 years. So what? It's not rocket science. This is not the first virus we've had. But I just want to point out that plaque can cause children to be unable to read and write and do mathematics. And they have the symptoms of similar to autism, but they're not autistic. It's because they are being poisoned, and plaque can poison you, and it can cause pyorrhea and gum disease. And a lot of dentists don't themselves even know how toxic plaque is. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with the world and the people out there. A lot of the older, my mother's generation, they could have a mouthful of plaque and it didn't bother them. But they came up in a world in which there was not eating the kinds of foods that we're eating. So I just wanted to share that quick with you. Okay, thank you. And I'm hyper because I had 3 hours sleep, and then I passed out, and now I've woken up and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't eat enough. So I'm going to wind up with constipation. Yeah, living with a body that's dysfunctional is not easy, but I'm doing it. Okay, and I've got everything on Facebook. Okay, over and out. And sayonara. Till we meet again.